What's up, guys? My name is Garcia. This is my YouTube channel here, and a little bit about who I am, a aspiring comedian trying to make it big in the world, just posting a couple of my routines on the internet for people to see. So if you like this video, like the video on YouTube, and so it becomes more known. And talk about it, tell your friends about it, tell your friends to come check me out, post it on Facebook, whatever you want to do. And if you don't like this video, let me know what you didn't like about it through comments and stuff. Let me know what you like through comments. Just comment, share the video, whatever you feel like doing, whatever you feel is appropriate. And yeah, thank you for taking the time to watch this, listen to this 45-second introduction. And so here we go. Just a couple of my jokes. So I recently got on this diet, right? And, it's important to lose weight, especially if you're larger and stuff like that. So I meet with my nutritionist, and he tells me, he's like, don't worry, you'll be able to have all the vegetables you want. I thought, oh, great, because that's the reason I was so fat in the first place, right? I'm scarfing down all these vegetables. Unless you're going to tell me that a cookie is a vegetable, I don't really think I have a problem with eating too many vegetables. And yeah, I've been kind of struggle with a weight problem my entire life. I'm starting to lose weight, stuff like that. And people don't really like calling people fat. They think it's going to offend them. With how we're so worried about offending people nowadays. People will tell me other things like I'm just big boned. I was like, oh yeah, I got this big old neck bone and everything, this big stomach bone. Yeah, that's probably it, you liar. And I was never really exempt from the name calling and stuff like that. Most of it came from my brother. And he would say things that weren't really insults. Like he said I look like a fat James Bond. Which isn't that bad, actually, because James Bond's a pretty badass guy. Could have been worse. Could have said I look like a fat, like, Jonas brother or something like that. That would have been a real insult. So I'm thankful he didn't say that. It's important to lose weight. Good for your heart. It's healthy. Stuff like that. And really, if you lose weight, if you're a big fat guy, you're not a very attractive looking dude. So if you lose weight, you have a better chance of scoring with the ladies, which is kind of what this whole thing's about, for me to be perfectly honest. I'm single right now. I've been single for a while. The last girl I dated was actually a rich girl. And guys, unless you're rich, I do not recommend dating a rich girl. If you come from a financial level that's lower than she is not going to work out. I'll give you a couple ideas of a couple reasons why this doesn't happen, why it doesn't work out. I dated her, and I've never had a lot of money. I work, I make money, stuff like that, but I've never been rich. So I would try to take her on, cost-effective dates. So we would go to the park and hike and walk and sneak into movies. So, basically dates that I could afford. And she eventually got, kind of mad at that and says, you should probably take me out or something. I thought, okay, you're probably right. Probably should take you to a restaurant or something like that. So for lunch, I decided to take her to my favorite Mexican restaurant called Carolina's. Now, for any of those who know what this restaurant is, it's in one of the not-so-great neighborhoods in Phoenix. Nothing wrong with the neighborhood. It was about 12 o'clock, so there was really no shady figures out yet, because all the bangers are still asleep and everything like that. So, basically, though, she refused to get out of the car. She locked all the doors and just wouldn't leave, so that didn't work out so well. So I decided I'll make it up to her. I'll take her out to where she wants to go for dinner, right? And so she comes up with this restaurant we go to. And the restaurants that rich people eat at and the restaurants that poor people eat at are two very different kinds of restaurants. To give you an idea how different this restaurant is, I went to use the bathroom. They had a guy standing there with a bunch of towels. And I thought he was the janitor. If I'd crapped all over the floor, he would clean it up. And so I use the bathroom, I come out, wash my hands, I go to dry my hands, he hands me a towel. I was like, wait a minute, you guys got people at your restaurant that work for you that hand out towels so people are done washing their hands? What, was that a problem? Did rich people not know how to dry their hands, so you needed to employ someone that hands out towels? It just seemed weird to me. And so we get back and we have a dinner, and it's okay. It's not anything fantastic by any means. And so the bill comes, and I grab the bill, I got it, I'll pay for it, right? I open it up, look at the bill, close it, and then I do a double take. Look something a little bit like this, just like $300. What did you eat? You got a steak that was this big. I could buy a cow for that much money. So yeah, it was a kind of a whopping bill. I mean, $300 for 2 people, and so I started sweating on the inside, just thinking, how am I gonna pay for this? What second job am I gonna have to get just to pay for this dinner, right? And so she goes, no, I'll pay for it. And then my pride kicks in. I'm not gonna let a girl pay for my dinner. So I go, no, I got it. I got most of it. And she goes, how about we split it right down the middle, 50-50? That's fair, right? And so I look back at the bill and go, yeah, for some reason I don't think my water and bread is equal to your cream soda, salad, soup, steak, and dessert. Something about this is a little off. So no, I don't think splitting it's fair. Needless to say, that relationship did not last very long. We argued a lot, and that's normal for any couple. Any couple is going to argue. But we argued about weird things. Like most couples argue about lack of communication and people have changed and stuff like that. We argued about prison reform. I know what some of you are thinking, what could you argue about prison reform? Exactly. I have no idea where these arguments would come from. We're sitting there one day, and she would say things to me that would make me just so angry. Like only because she thought of it, what would piss me off specifically. Like, these insults wouldn't work on anyone else. Like, we're arguing about prison reform. I happen to disagree with what she said. And she says to me, he's like, well, maybe if you weren't born in Oakland, you would know a little bit better. Right? Like, attacking me for being born in Oakland? Me being the loser that I am, though, I thought, you're probably right. I probably do have a limited education being born in Oakland. So I was like, oh, okay, you may be right. And then I realized it. Wait a minute. I was born in Oakland. I know more about prison than probably anyone watching this video. So, yeah. I don't know. She got angry all the time. Which is, I guess, normal for girls. I don't agree with the term mood swings when those happen. Because they're not mood swings. They're just like you get meaner. They're just mean streaks. Like, the mood swings are never happy mood swing. You never go from, like, laughing to smiling to jumping up and down and feeling happy. You go from pissed to crying to pissed to crying to pissed, back to crying. I mean, it's just not really mood swings. Just, you get an evil streak in you. So,